Dear everyone, we are from group number 4. The discussion is on the topic of redesigning a disposable razor. If I ask you a question, what is a razor? A razor is a keen-edged cutting instrument which is used for shaving and cutting unwanted hair in humans' body. This was invented by William Henson in 1847 and developed to the standard which we can see today. When the time period of the usage is over, it has been disposed or thrown, and this has become a threat to the environment. So the importance of the project that we have initiated is to give you a creation which is long-lasting and environmentally friendly. Moving to the next slide, we all know that there are two main parts of the razor, the handle and the blades. As you can see, the plastic part of the handle consists of polystyrene, polyphenol oxide, which includes 8 to 12%, and polypropylene, 35 to 45%. The rubber part consists of 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene, which includes 8 to 12%, and all four are renewable. In the blade, while chromium gives you 12 to 14%, all the other elements only include below 1%, and every metal is non-renewable. The packaging is done by cardboard, which includes only 7%, and it is renewable. The properties of the elements are corrosion resistant, toughness, and lightweight. Corrosion resistant means the ability to stand up to falling of the natural properties of materials in the presence of high levels of moisture. In here, toughness gives you the meaning of the capability to hold the shape of the blade without deforming or bending. Lightweight helps us to ease of handling. The next slide is about how the manufacturing process is being done. Over to you, Netra.
Thank you, Ravindi. So while we are talking about how disposable razors are made, there are three main steps are available. These steps are handle manufacturing, blade manufacturing, and assembly. In handle manufacturing part, first the raw materials such as polystyrene, polypropylene, polyphenol oxide are heated at high temperature. And second, this heated mixture was injected into molds. And after cooling these molds, the handles were formed. However, as a result of heating these materials, methane and carbon dioxide gases were released to the atmosphere. Also, scrap plastic were released to the environment as a byproduct of injecting process. Moving to the next slide. In blade manufacturing part, the first step is heating raw materials in high temperature. And here, molybdenum, chromium, iron ore, silicon, nickel are used as materials. After heating process, the mixture was sent through the argon-oxygen decarburization process. In this process, argon and oxygen gases were injected into the mixture. However, as a result of this decarburization process, carbon dioxide gas were emitted to the atmosphere. Next, the mixture was third wheel and stainless steel sheets were formed. After forming metal sheets, they were sent through cold rolling process. In this process, sheet metal is introduced between rollers and then compressed and squeezed. Then the annealing process began, and this process was done to the metal sheet to increase its elasticity. So after all these processes were done, then the blade is formed by cutting, sharpening, and surface finishing processes. But scrap stainless steel is released as a byproduct of cutting and sharpening processes. Moving to the next slide. So as the third main step is assembling. In assembling process, the formed handle and blades were assembled together and disposable razors are produced. Moving to the next slide. As we all know, the main use of disposable razor is shaving. However, we can use it to shave our beard, pubic hair, back, head, chest, or armpits. So I like to invite Sachinta to continue our presentation.
Thank you, Netra. I will explain to you about the problems that can occur in each production stage of existing disposable razor and when discarding it. Raw material extraction and processing. Due to digging the ground to extract minerals, topsoil get removed. Therefore, it leads to soil erosion and water sources get polluted due to not discharging wastewater properly. Resources get depleted due to a higher rate of extraction than they get replenished. Destruction of habitat is the main component of biodiversity loss, but direct poisoning caused by mine extract minerals and indirect poisoning through food and water can also affect animals, vegetation, and microorganisms. High level of energy usage for large machinery during the processing of mine material. Let's look at the production of blade stage. Air pollution due to carbon dioxide emission from argon oxygen decarborization process. Land pollution due to discharge of scrap stainless steel generated while cutting and sharpening the blade. The harsh noise of machines will harm animals as well as humans. As described in above stage, high level of energy is used here as well during melting, stirring, cutting, and shaping operations. Another important part is manufacturing the plastic handle. Let's identify the problems that arise there. Air pollution due to carbon dioxide and methane released from the high heated raw materials such as polystyrene, polypropylene, and polyphenylene oxide. Land and water pollution due to discharged scrap plastic. High level of energy usage for heating and injecting into mold process. Finally, we identified two major problems of disposing of the razor. Those are land and water pollution due to direct disposal of plastic parts and blades, air pollution because releasing toxic gases when burning plastic parts and polythene retail packages. Now, Ravin will continue our presentation from here.
Thank you, Sachinta. So what are the available alternatives to the existing product? As the first alternative solution, we suggest stiff cardboard and discarded wood for the handle. Stiff cardboard and discarded wood are fully eco-friendly materials. Next, lubricant stripped. Lubricant stripped is a small tiny part of the razor in about the blades. You can see in it our slides. We hope to redesign the razor to remove the lubricant strip from the razor when it's get wear out and replace with a new lubricant strip. It will bring the razor into the reusable level. So moving into the packaging. Retail packaging has done a huge negative impact to the world. So we're supposed to use recyclable cardboard, organic fabrics, and biodegradable packaging to minimize the harmful effects that done to the environment. Our main aim to minimize the amount of solid waste which dump to the environment. So moving into the proposed alternative slide. Basically, we are planning 3 alternatives. We hope to replace the plastic handle with discarded wood. Why we choose such kind of alternative? Mainly disposing of plastic scrap adds more waste to the land and water. Also, we plan to replace the lubricant strip. It will beneficial in economically and will reduce the environment pollution. Now we will see how it affects to the environment. When we extracting raw materials, it directly affects to the soil erosion and water resources. At last, we're trying to use biodegradable packaging rather than using retail packaging. Biodegradable packages are compostable. Also, it minimizes the toxic gases that added to the atmosphere due to the burning of polythene and reduce the non-perishable waste that added to the environment. Next, I warmly welcome Atum to continue our presentation.
Thank you, Ravin. As we have arrived to the end of our presentation, I would like to share a few key points of using the alternative solution. The main purpose of using a razor is to have a clean shave, and the existing razor does that job excellently. But we identified two main issues with the existing razor. They are short lifespan and less sustainability. The main reason for the short lifespan is the lubricating strip lost its ability to lubricate after few shaves. So we will have to throw the razor. And using plastic for the handles and polythene for retail packages make existing razor unsustainable. Let's talk about the benefits we gain by using discarded wood handles. As discarded wood is a waste of another industry, it will help to reuse waste. Also, this will reduce the plastic usage. So, it will be eco-friendly as there are many negative impacts to the environment from plastic, such as land and water pollution due to discharge of scrap plastic, release of toxic gases when burning plastics, etc. And as wood decompose faster than plastic, we would be able to dispose the razors without impacting the environment heavily. When we talk about cartridge type replaceable lubricant strip, as we can replace the lubricant strip when it wears out, it will increase the lifespan of the razor. Also, this will reduce disposal of usable parts of the razor. Also, increase in lifespan of the razor will increase in low amount of raw material extraction at a given time. So it will reduce many issues like resource depletion and soil erosion. When we talk about the benefits of using biodegradable retail package, using biodegradable retail packages will reduce the polythene usage. Therefore, this will reduce impacts caused to the environment by polythene, such as release of toxic gases when burning and not decaying in a short time. Also, using biodegradable packages will be more sustainable as it decomposes faster than polythene. As a conclusion, I would like to say the alternative solution performs same as the existing razor, as we didn't do any changes to the blades of the razor, while being more sustainable. So, the alternative solution will help to reduce the environmental impact created by the existing razor. These are the sites we referred for this project. Thank you.